Hey, welcome to 5 Star Guns and Gear, and today we are going to test drive this M&P 9 Shield EZ. It is the EZ model. This is the 2.0 version, and it's the first time we've had it at the range. We're just going to run some mags through it. This is actually purchased for my wife. We're going to let her shoot it, but I'm going to run a few mags through it, make sure we have no hiccups or anything. This does have a grip safety, and it does have a thumb safety on this as well. So we're going to run some hollow points through it just because that's what I already had loaded in these magazines. They hold 8 rounds each, and this is basically our first impressions of this gun. Like I say, it's the first time we're taking it out and going to run it through its paces. Let's see how this runs. We're going to get out here to the targets. Have no idea how this is going to pan out for us, but we're going to find out right now, guys. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and get this loaded up. And we're gonna go ahead and we're going to just shoot these stills right here. We're probably about 15 feet or so. We're not very far, but we're just gonna run it through. We're gonna see if we have any malfunctions or anything, and see if we can hit something. All right, it did not load that next round in here. And you're gonna get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. So let's see here. It is not liking feeding these Sierras. That's 2. So far, no good. We're going to switch to some ball ammo in just a second and see if that is any better. Got 2 through that time before. And if y'all look, let me show you guys. That round is kind of facing down. It is not even going up. It's tilted down. Very unhappy with this right now. Again, what I was hoping is after a few rounds it was going to start feeding properly. It may be that it just doesn't like these hollow points here. I'm going to feed some ball ammo in it in just a minute, and we're going to see if that makes a difference. However, if it's that ammo picky, I don't know. Got 2 through, but that was the last of that mag. So I tell you what, we've got the same ammo in this. Let's put one more mag. Maybe it's mag related. It is accurate. problem's not hitting the target. The problem is get it to chamber that round where we could shoot. It looks like it's plenty accurate. It ran that last bit of that mag through there. Maybe it just needs broke in just a little bit, guys. Pretty good out of your mag, only. All right, Elsie, come over here. We're gonna do a little competition. She's gonna shoot her 9 because she needs some training with it, because this is her gun, this is her carry gun. And I'm gonna shoot my PSA dagger. We're gonna do dueling plates there. And she has 16 rounds. I have 1 mag. It has 15 rounds. I'm gonna make it fair, so once I get the 8 rounds, I have to stop and wait for her to do a mag change if she hasn't already changed her mags, and then I'll finish mine off. And whoever has the most plates on their side at the end, or on the other opposite side, is gonna win. So I'm gonna let her pick left or right.
Right.
She's gonna pick right. I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna give her a gun. Again, I'm gonna stop at 8 because that's where she's gonna have to stop and reload. Just want to make it fair for her. And we're gonna see how everything lines out. So go ahead and chamber around. Make your gun safe when you're ready. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble. Okay, mag change. All right. Oh, I'm in trouble. That one came back. I think we tied. What do you think? Did y'all see that pop back? I think we tied.
I had several of mine pop back.
I think that should have been just like that. So, now we'll let her win. It was on the other side, so we'll call that a win. I'm going to go throw some more hollow points in her. She is not having any malfunctions with that Smith Shield 9 Easy. It's running good for her now. She thought she didn't chamber just a second ago, but it wasn't. She just didn't let the trigger up enough for it to reset. That's all it was. So it was not a malfunction. a user malfunction, I guess I should say, is all that was. Gonna go ahead and get her some more ammo. I've got one more box of ammo left of the hollow points. We're gonna call this, and let's let her shoot and get some more practice time in, guys. And I'll give you my review of this. A little upset that we had some hiccups right out of the box, but you know what? It seems like it's ironing itself out, and we're gonna shoot lots of rounds. We're probably gonna do a 500 and 1,000 round review on this. This was just our first impressions. And if it doesn't have any more hiccups, I'm good with that. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and put these other hollow points through it. It is running them right now. Let's do it. Okay, Elsie's gonna start shooting again. She's got 10 rounds, and that's it. Shooting a little low. There you go. That mag only had 2 rounds, that's why she's changing it out. I think she found her groove. All right, we had a good time at the range and everything, and go ahead and show y'all. This is safe. Don't even have a magazine in it. Empty chamber. So the M&P 9mm Shield EZ, guys. What do I think about this overall? This is not going to be a review. We're going to do a review later on. We really need to put some rounds through this gun. But I want to give you my initial thoughts on it. Now, my initial thoughts was not too good originally. I was not very pleased with it right out of the gate. I was having failure to feed just constantly, back to back, as you can see in that video. This was purchased for my wife. She wanted this as a carry gun. This is the first time I actually got it out. I wanted her to take it out and use it before she starts carrying it. Actually, I'm feeling a little more confident about her taking it. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. I'm going to put a lot more rounds in it. But the issues that we had with the failure to feed kind of resolved itself after a couple of mags. So I was getting pretty worried about it. But it started running out pretty good. Shouldn't have had that issue out of the box. Should have got this out of the box and had 0 failure to feeds, and shouldn't have had any issues. So Smith & Wesson, I don't know if I just got something that had maybe a burr on the feed ramp or what. I did go ahead and take a look at the feed ramp and everything on this gun, and it looked pretty good. I didn't see anything. So if it did have something, let's say before we started shooting, it's gone now. I mean, the feed ramp feels pretty smooth. I could actually polish this out a little bit and see if that would help. But like I say, the problem's resolved itself. And this was more, this isn't, like I say, this isn't a review. This is our first impressions, first time shooting this particular firearm, and wanted to see what she'd do. And accuracy wise, aim point and everything, I had 0 problems with it. Now Elsie, she had some problems with it at first, but she's used to shooting a 1911, and I don't think the way she's handling this gun, I don't think her sight picture is quite right on it. The sights on the 1911 that she usually shoots is different. So I think that had a lot to do with it, because once she sort of got everything dialed in, she's doing pretty good with it. So the more practice she gets at the range with, the more proficient she's going to be. I have not given up on this particular firearm yet. I almost did at the range. I almost packed it up, and because I was starting to get frustrated. But you know, as a former gunsmith, I know things can happen. So I was hoping that we wasn't gonna have any issues with this, but you know, we did, and it is what it is. Overall, it seemed to shoot fine. It felt really comfortable in the hand. I tell you what, the M&P shield, the slide is easy to rack. So if you're a female, or if you are handicapped, have any kind of disabilities, that could be a benefit to you. And I believe they come in a 380 as well. So you can get it in 380 or 9mm. This one's in 9mm. It has a really good grip size, even for me. I don't have huge hands, but even for a guy, I can grip it just fine. Actually, it's very comfortable. Really like it overall. It shot really well. It had a great, it had a natural point of aim. Felt like every time I was shooting, I felt confident I was going to hit whatever I was shooting at. We was shooting at fairly close range at still targets. The issue we had with this, I think, originally had to do something with those hollow points, those Sierras was running through there. And you know, we can run some more and see if we have any other issues. But the Sierras, they cleared up. We didn't have any more problems with them. So, you know, I think that, I don't know, maybe the feed ramp had just a slight burr on it. Maybe it had some tension issues with those new magazines, and maybe they needed to compress a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's putting too much tension on it. I'm not sure what the issue was, what caused it. But it, like I say, it did resolve itself, and we wound up shooting probably about 10 mags through this gun. So I would say by the end of the day, we shot probably more than that. We shot probably close to 100 rounds. So I'm not going to carry this gun. My wife's going to carry this gun. This is going to be her carry gun, and she still likes it. She is happy with it. And you know what? It's all about confidence. If she has confidence in it, that's fine. The more we shoot it, the more she's going to get confident with it. If it doesn't have any more hiccups, which I'm hoping, I think it's going to be a great gun for her. If it continues to have hiccups and I can't diagnose the issue, it's going to go back to Smith & Wesson. We're going to figure out what's going on with this gun, because I've heard really good things about these guns. Haven't seen a whole lot of problems with these guns, so I wasn't expecting a problem with this particular gun. So, but every so often you may have an issue, and sometimes there is a little break-in period with certain firearms. So we'll see. Maybe that's all it was. Like I said, after a couple of mags went through it, everything seemed to iron itself out and was running just fine without issue. So very happy with it so far under the circumstances. I was not happy with the initial issues that we had. We will see if it resolves. Let's get, 500, 1,000 rounds through it, see if we have any more issues. If it continues to have issues, that's when I'm going to do a review of this gun. It's too early to do a review right now of this gun until we actually keep on running some more rounds through it. I don't believe you can actually do an honest review about a gun 100% until you run several rounds through it. And a couple of boxes is just not going to cut it. So we're going to run some more ammo through it. And if we have any problems, we're going to let you know in some future videos. So stay tuned to those. Right now, I think it's going to be safe to carry. I think it's going to be safe to keep on evaluating. Right now, I'm going to let my wife carry it if she wants to carry it. And, something's better than nothing. There's other guns she has options. But she likes the feel of this gun. So, if she's confident in it and she's willing to carry it, I'd rather have something than nothing, because there are some guns she just absolutely will not carry. She doesn't like the feel of them, or she doesn't like the recoil. I'd rather have something than nothing. So, right now, I would not use this as an everyday carry for myself, because I don't have 100% confidence, but that may change the more that we fire this gun. So I'm going to put a lot of rounds through it, and we'll have some more range time with it. I'll show you. And she's going to put a lot more rounds through it, but I'll be putting a lot of rounds through it just to make sure we're going through a good break-in process through it. And I think that it may have resolved itself. Time will tell. The only other thing that I had an issue with this particular firearm, I'll show you guys. is the slide lock on it, right here. When we first got this gun out of the box, I could not, now you can just barely touch it and you can release the slide. But with no mag in, I could press with both fingers and I could not get that slide to release. And what I found, the back angle of this was canted in towards the slide at a steep angle. It's like they, I don't know how, if they misstamped it or what, and just didn't catch it at Ruger. Now it'd lock up, but it was dragging so tight, it was never gonna get past that. So I just slightly reshaped it and polished it. And it's working absolutely like a dream now. So no problems. Should not have to do that out of the box. If we was doing a review right now, it'd lose some points just for quality control issues for them not catching that. That issue should not have left Smith & Wesson's factory like that. So we've got that issue resolved now. It's working actually absolutely flawless. It locks up properly with the magazine in, with the empty magazine, and it's very, very easy to go ahead and release, where it was, like I say, I could push with both thumbs before and I could not get that slide to release. I mean, putting some pressure on it. And now that's how it needs to do. And it has a positive lockup now. So it's not gonna accidentally slip off. Everything was done correctly. Like I said, that should have been taken care of at the factory. That should have been caught at the factory. And I could have, you know, contacted them. Of course, they're going to want me to send it off to them, whatever. Been without this gun for a while. For something simple, I know exactly how to fix. Wasn't too difficult to do. Real easy. But when I actually took the gun apart and started looking at it, I could see where it's catching. And I was like, I have no idea how that left Smith & Wesson like that. It does you no good if they have a feature on that gun, you can't even use it. And this is supposed to be easy, and if I could not do it with both hands like this unless I really struggled, I guarantee you these were designed for women and handicapped people and disabled people to make it easier on them. They failed, but you know what, we corrected that. I haven't heard of any other people having issues with that. Maybe it, you know, it was just one of those things. But those were the two issues we had, was the slide stop, and we had the failure to feed initially. So hopefully we got this gun ironed out. Like I say, we're going to check it out. We're going to run it out, put a lot more rounds through it, and I'm going to update you guys, let y'all know how it is. Guys, if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe even, and that way you know when we're putting out new content. And as always, God bless. I'll catch y'all in the next episode.